Hi there, everyone. I'm just getting a furniture delivery. It's just the box spring to the bed that I recently bought. It was squeaky, so they send me a new one. So I'm getting ready, and then the realtor just showed my building. It's a 3-family, that's what it's called, brownstone, so it's all attached, you know, kind of like the ones across the street. So you see how they're all attached, and in each one is an apartment. Some of them are condos, some are rentals, most of them are condos. Mine happens to be rental, and my landlord is selling it. So it's a little stressful, but I'm trying not to let it stress me out because I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it. Maybe I'll get something just as nice. I won't say better because this is a pretty great apartment. I've lived here for 11 years, and I have a laundry room in my unit. It includes heat, hot water, a parking space, and I love it here. So, and plus I pay a very, very good price for rent because the landlord, it was his parents, so there was no mortgage on it, so he could really charge very low, get really great tenants to live in here, you know, that pay their rent and pay it regularly and stay for a long time, and didn't have to worry so much about profit because, you know, he owned it outright. I think it's listed for 1.8, so it's pricey. So hopefully it would be an investor that wants to continue to rent it out, but it could be a developer that wants to gut the whole thing, which I think would be a shame. Or it could be people that want to buy it, rent out some of the, you know, 1 or 2 of the units and live in the other, and mine is the more desirable unit. So there's a lot, you know, that I could speculate about. So that's why I really can't, and I won't worry about it now. Things will work out the way they're supposed to work out. Burke would love to live in like a house, so, or have a yard. You know, we have a yard, but a real yard, like right off the house. I would love to have a porch or a deck or something, so we'll see. Just working on my face, my highlight, and I was just swatching. This is the Mary Luminizer, and this is the Soft and Gentle by MAC. Top one, right here, is the Soft and Gentle, so it's much more pink than the Mary Luminizer. So in my last video, when I said this is the best, it's either one of these is really the best. They're just 2 different colors. I'm not sure if you can use the Mary Luminizer wet. Yeah, you can. See, it clicks when it needs to focus. Wow. Let's just make that wet. That's it, wet. Oh, some dating stories. So funny. The guy that I went out with that was really persistent about me meeting with him that I liked. Okay, so I didn't like his pictures. He really looked sickly. And in them he wrote 5'10", 155 pounds, which is extremely skinny for a man. I don't care if you're 5'9", 5'10", 5'8", 155 is really, really thin. And it bothered me, you know, so I said, I don't know, because he was saying, why aren't you answering me, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I have to be honest, I don't know if the attraction's there. You're very, very thin, and I'm like, I weigh more than you, and I am, like, I want, you know, a big guy or bigger. And he's like, well, I'm really in shape, and I don't consider 155 to be somebody in shape. That to me is just skinny. Plus the pictures, he was totally bald, which I like, but the way his head was shaped was kind of, he looked like the Coneheads from Saturday Night Live. Big ears sticking out, and like, you know, there's good bald heads and there's bad bald heads. And his was not good. And so I wasn't all that excited about meeting him, but you know, I don't only go by looks. So I did meet him, and when I walked in to meet him, I was like, oh, I felt it. Like, I really liked him. He had a nice bone structure, and he was smiling when he saw me, and comfortable, and all of that counts for something with me. The confidence. I just go on confidence. Oh. So we had a really nice time. We had a couple drinks, and he was kind of touchy, so that's how you can sort of tell if, you know, somebody's interested. And then when we left, he gave me a quick kiss on the lips, not, you know, anything heavy. And then we talked a teeny bit more, and then came back and gave me another kiss. And so the next day, and then that night we texted, and everything was really great still. And the next day I wrote him after the whole day. He hadn't written me the whole day. And I said, so did you think about me? You know, I was like flirting, and he's like, I didn't think about you, I considered you. So I said, well, what does that mean? And he's like, no, don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I said, I'm not worried. This is all texting. When I say said, texting. I said, I'm not worried. This doesn't seem like, you know, you're all that interested. And then he's like, I'm just really busy now. So I said, look, I'd rather hear your honesty. If you are not interested, I want to know now. Because I am the kind of person, I will sit and think about it all day, like, you know, does he like me, this and that? And I'd rather know. So he wrote me back and said, I think you might be a little too round for me.
I think you might be a little too round for me.
When I told my coworker, she was like, oh, he's totally getting back at you. And that's what I was thinking too, because I had said all that about his stature, his weight, his appearance. And so I kind of left myself wide open for that. So I was like, okay, fine. You know, I mean, if you're not attracted to me, what are you going to do? So he's like, well, I'm torn. I was like, no, there's no way that I would now go out with him. So that was the end of him. And then there's another one. And it's so weird because they're all so different. He wrote me and he's like, hi, I'm free Tuesday and Friday. Would you like me to pick the place to meet and we can meet for a drink? Like, it's the total opposite of the problems that I'm having. Usually the problem is that they want to email and text for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and none of them are free on Friday and Saturday nights, and that's when I want to go out. This one was like, so I was like, whoa, you know, like, can we just talk like for a day at least? Text, get to know each other a little bit before I say I'm going to go out with you, because, you know, I'm not desperate to go out on a Friday night. And if I have nothing in common with this guy, then I'd rather stay in and like eat popcorn or something. So, yeah, so we'll see about him, what's going on for tomorrow night. So tentatively I have the one that doesn't seem all that interested, but said he is, and he's Southern. He's from South Carolina, just moved here. And then the other one is, we'll call him the Israeli, and we'll see what happens with him if he contacts me today. He was busy yesterday, so didn't contact me at all. But to me, if you were interested in someone, you make time throughout the day to just text and say, hi, how you doing? I was just thinking about you. So we'll see what happens with that. I washed all my brushes, so they're all nice and clean. And I'm gonna put on a little bit of this cream blush by MAC called Something Special. Looks like this. I do have powder and such on, but I haven't really ever had a problem putting cream on over the powder. Oh, so one thing I really wanted to tell you guys about, because some of you had said I have an itch, so I'll keep scratching my nose. Some of you have said my skin looks really good, I'm glowing, da-da-da. It is from this, and I have a sample, and I have some kind of hair on my face that's driving me crazy. It's the MAC Studio Sculpt NC25, and I have the sample. It looks like this. It is moussey in consistency. I was told it's good for dry skin, which I have, and so far I'm finding that. I put it on with a damp beauty blender, and I absolutely love it. It does, I mean, my skin looks pretty flawless. I've always got some issues here. It does help to cover like bumps if you get cystic acne or any bumps in your skin. Wow, I'm kind of blown away, and I'm definitely gonna get the full size. The way I washed my brushes was, and I don't know, I mean, some of you are gonna say, no, you shouldn't do that, but it worked really well. I put them all into a bowl in the sink that was filled with water and soap. And then I took out like 5 at a time, held them all like that, put some soap in my hand, did that, put them back in that water, and then rinsed them over and over in the bowl of water until it ran clean. Then I took them out, laid them on a towel, pressed them dry, like sometimes I shake them and then press them dry, and then laid them all down and put something underneath the towel so that they were at a slight angle so that any water wouldn't like stay in the ferrule. And it was so easy. It was really easy. So I did all of them. They look really good. I like, you know, fresh, clean brushes. I did get another bag, another non-leather bag. And I like it as well. So let me go show you that. This bag I got from Outlook. It is a Steve Madden. Gucci, what are you doing? Bucket bag. And like I said, it's not real leather, and it can be worn as a regular bag. Crossbody. Or if I make the strap shorter, I probably wouldn't wear it quite this long. And then it can be worn as a backpack, just like this. Oh, it's so comfortable. I didn't put it on as a backpack yet, so I really like that. And some features that it has that I really like. First, it's got quilting here, and if you look closely, it really does look like it's leather. So it's quilted there, but in other parts it's not quilted, which I like. I like the difference in texture. And then silver hardware, and I love the big zipper in the front, which is just, it's gusseted actually. It's a gusseted zipper with a snap in there, so, you know, I usually keep my cell phone in that spot, or I'll keep it on one side. I'll snap it, and then I don't actually keep the zipper down because it doesn't need to be, and then I just take my phone and just put it in the one side, easily accessible. And then it's got zipper on either side with it's like a decent size pocket on that side. Sometimes they have a pocket that goes all the way in, you can access things. Okay, so here's the tag. It's normally $88, but I think I got it for like $54. Quilted backpack, D0224135 is the style number. You could look that up on eBay and see if they have it in other colors if you're interested. And then, let's see. So then it's got the drawstring. You open it, and it's a bucket. So it's got some slip pockets here, back pocket. I just really, really like this. And another thing that I really liked about it not being leather, when you have a leather bag that has a drawstring like this, usually it's really hard to pull that up. With this, it's very, very easy. It's because it just slides really nicely. So that is that. I wore pink on my lid, and then it was like a little too pink, so I have this Milani Bella Mandarin, and it's an orange. Yeah, you can see that. But what I do is I take my finger and just rub it in there, and then I just tap it in the center. So it gives that orangey pink look, which is more like an iridescence, and I love that. Just warms it up ever so slight, but you can still sort of see the pink underneath. So I'm just getting ready. One thing I wanted to show you guys. Oh my God, this is so fantastic. This is by NYC. It's the Brow Fix. And I absolutely love this. It works so well. First, it's got a highlighter, brow and brow, and I mix the two colors sometimes, but the highlighter is really, really nice. And I do have it on. I don't have any foundation on yet, so. And then what I really like is this little thing lifts up, and it has a little tweezer, which, you know, unless they're good, I wouldn't be using them. But it's got the little sponge brush, which I do use for the highlighter, and I do use this brush for the brows. And then and it has a little mirror, and you flip it down. And I absolutely love it. I didn't use a lot today, but this is a really great product for the price. It's like dirt cheap. It's by Milani. Sorry, not NYC, Milani. Still pretty cheap. It is a rainy day, and I'm gonna go to H&M, and it's not gonna be a pretty sight because the line is gonna be long. The Sculptor by Tarte. Always do less. Even though you want to do more, but just build. Start less. Kind of just telling myself that. I like to keep my contour really just to that little socket there. Okay, Pom Pom, what are you doing? Go on. My hair is very, very punky looking. The cat is crying. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm loving this MAC black chromatic pencil. Today I'm only wearing it in the upper waterline. I'm gonna put on a second coat so that it stays. It does transfer a teeny bit to the bottom, which is fine. I really want to get the NARS Orgasm Multiple in the NARS Multiple in Orgasm rather than the powder, because I'm all about the cream. I'm going to go to my optometrist or eye place because I'm going to get one of these made into glasses. So either this one, probably this one. You've all said that you like this. These are reading glasses, but they have a little bit of a cat shape. And who are they by? I think they're by, I got them at Nordstrom. I can't even read, some weird brand. Really like those. And Gungur said, oh, they make you look really smart. I am really smart. He knows that. And then these are by Corrine McCormick, and they are tortoiseshell. Either one, but I'm going to have them made into transition, so they're sunglasses, and I think these will look really good also as sunglasses. So that's what I'm going to do. And I have something to return at H&M. I bought like this, it's kind of like a tent dress, A-line, but that you wear leggings with. Really cute. Oh my God, the dogs are fighting. But it kind of sticks to your bum as you're walking. So this that I'm wearing is like a really nice, thin, the feel to this, the hand is so amazing. It's by Old Navy. I love their clothes. I can't even tell you. They have good stuff. I might have to go get more because it's not like tight around your neck, and it's just this thin, but not cheap thin. But you see how you can kind of see through it when I do that, but it's not see-through when you wear it. And it just feels really nice. So I really like that. And a lot of you have been asking what was on my nails. It's OPI Big Apple Red on my lips. I think this color might have been discontinued. It's Bobbi Brown Pale Mauve. And I have that all over. Oh, the battery, seriously? All over the whole lip. And then just in the outer and down below, this very dark one by Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in the color, and you can't get it at every, I haven't found it at every single Sephora, but it's in 6C. And it's very dark. But I like to just shade the corners like that. And then as the gloss is my Clé de Peau. It's just a nice, it's basically clear. It has a little teeny bit of a color. I'll just swatch it. Right there. Kind of like a caramelly color. Very nice. Okay. Charge my battery and I'll be back. Just got home and I got a tattoo. My finger's really swollen, so it looks not like how it will, but let's see if I can show you. From there, it just looks like a black finger. Let's see. Okay. I don't know if you remember, I had a lotus flower underneath that flower right there. And this was spur of the moment. I didn't plan on getting this tattoo at all. I went in to actually get some jewelry for my nose, like a ring. And I realized, oh, it's Saturday, walk in. And so I told him, I said, you know, I wanted it like a little bit more simplistic, which is far from simplistic. Like, I would have been happy with keeping the lotus flower, just doing like a little line to make it look like a tulip. But he was like, give me a second, I'll be right back. And when I first started getting tattoos, I was like, I want this, I want it to look like this and that. And I have found that when you give a tattoo artist creative license, you get a much better result. So he came, he said, okay, I'm ready for you. I was like, oh, I didn't even know you were going to do it. So I sat down, he put the stencil on. It actually only went to about there. And I said, you know what, can you freehand all the way down? Because it didn't look right that it ended. And I said, and I liked, something that looked like Hindu or a henna with the dots and the scrolls, and he did that. So I think it really is gorgeous. And right under that flower there is the lotus tattoo that I really didn't like. For some reason my camera cut off mid-sentence when I was showing you the tattoo. So I'm just going to show it again. Of course, Burke hates it. Yeah, he hates it. I will tell you, it hurt a lot. There were times towards this part here. Oh God, I was like, oh my God, that really kills. And then also on the knuckle here, right there. So I have some Aquaphor on it, and what can I say? I mean, I think I would have liked it a little bit less detailed, because I'm afraid, like, from far away it just looks like a black finger. But it's really hard while they're doing it to be able to tell what they're doing, because the whole thing is like smushed with black because they keep wiping it off. So you can't really tell. So you just kind of have to, I'm just, you know, I mean, it's on my finger now. There's nothing I can do. So I'm trying to embrace it totally. I do love it. Every time I look at it. And someone said, who was it on my Instagram? Blue Desert 3. She said, looks like beautiful black lace ring on your finger. And I was like, oh yeah, it does. So that's my tattoo. What can I say? That's me. My mother's gonna hate it. And if she's watching this video before she sees it, hi Mom, I'm sorry. I know, but I love it. You know, they were telling me at the tattoo place that there's this grandmother of someone came in. When she was 99 and has gotten a tattoo every year since then. And she's like 103 now or something. She got her first tattoo at 99, like a little flower or something. And I just think that's awesome, right? So I'm going to wrap this up. The one thing I did want to tell you guys, because I got his permission, is that Gungar's in the hospital. He needs his gallbladder out. Apparently he's had like 4 attacks that he just ignored and waited for the pain to go away. And I think Thursday night he went to the emergency room because it was really bothering him. And then he told me the next day, and I was driving on my way to work, and I see somebody walking around the reservoir, and I could tell it was him from his walk from behind. He had just gone for a run. And I was like, oh my God, you know, like, you can't do that. Even if you feel good, you have a sick gallbladder. And sure enough, it came again, and he was in a lot of pain. And he went to the doctor. And they said, you need to go to the hospital. So here's the next thing. He went home, he packed a bag, like with all his stuff, figuring for the worst that he'd have to stay over. And then he walked to the train and took the train. He didn't call me. And he called me from the hospital. I don't know. Apparently he has pancreatitis, which is a common, if anybody knows, because I hear pancreas and I get scared because my grandfather died of pancreatic cancer. So apparently, and I Googled it, sometimes if you have a lot of gallstones, it affects your pancreas. So they're doing a endoscopy tomorrow to take a look. Then they'll wait for the results, I guess, and then he'll get the gallbladder surgery. So he's going to be in the hospital for like a week. And Burke and I went to visit him, and he's not in any pain. He was like, oh, I feel like I don't need to be here. So I feel really bad because he's not, he said he's not bored. He's got his little iPad, and he had all his Jell-O and his tea and everything, and thinks he has a nice view. So I don't know, maybe he'll be coming back here for me to take care of him. I did offer, but the fact that he didn't even call me to just drop him off at the hospital, maybe he just doesn't want me involved. I don't know. I mean, I am his ex-wife, so who knows? Who knows? But anyways, hope he's gonna be fine, which I know he will, but hope it's fast, you know. And then I'm just kind of, it's Saturday night. I'm just playing around. Burke's not home. I was taking some black and white photos of me, like, And And oh, this color is just so good. It's Black Cherry number 24 by Milani. I mean, I'll swatch it, but look at that. It's such a gorgeous color. Very much like the Tom Ford Bruised Plum, which I did return, by the way, once I found this because, you know, I don't want to spend $50 on a lipstick. I probably won't ever buy expensive lipstick again. This does stain, though, so you can see right there. And I'm just having a little bit of soup. I mixed some tomato rice with, I don't know, Progresso Italian wedding soup with sausage and something. Put a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there. And it's a really bad, rainy, horrible day. I never made it to H&M because I went to the hospital and then I went and got the tattoo, which takes hours. And by the time that was over, I wanted to just come home and just rest. So that's what I'm doing. Tomorrow I'll go H&M, do my returns, and that's it. All right. I hope you're all having a really great Saturday night, whatever you're doing. And I hope you're all doing well. And I will see you the next time. And thank you so much for watching. Okay? Bye.